Okay, we are back and we're going to try this again. Hopefully this time we don't run into something unexpected. But, you know, always chaotic, so we'll see. Whoa! Perfect timing, I guess. Yeah, I have no clue what happened. I tried a few times during the past hour-ish. I don't even know how long it's been since I tried to stream. But yeah, I tried to figure out what happened. I don't know if the Wi-Fi cut out somehow, even though I'm connected via a cable to the internet, so I don't know. But something happened and stream short-circuited pretty much, so yeah, we'll try again and see if, fingers crossed this time, there's no issues. You know? Anyway, the build is exactly the same as earlier. Um, we shall see if if there's gonna be any more issues. I guess let's just get right back into it then. So we started building the Sterf library here in Brightchester on the library lot. Very important library right here. Very important. It's law purposes. But yeah, so we have the Sterf library. I did this earlier on stream before it did something. I don't know what it did, but it did something and we crashed or something. But yeah, so we've got the base, I guess. I haven't touched it since it crashed a minute ago. Also, what is happening here? Oh, it's doing that thing. So you can't see, but if I do like top down, because I had the lines going across, it's like, oh, there was previously a room here. So yeah, it's not happy with me. No, not angsty in the slightest. Definitely not. Hold on, let's hop on. Oh, hop on down. Yeah, there's 4 levels to the library. Let's just, if I do that, see, there we go. And now the other lines are gone, so I don't know what that was. But yeah. So yeah, there's 3 floors above ground, right? And then there's 1 basement level. But I might do more than one. I haven't quite decided, but yeah, so we've got that as like the basis. So also we definitely have in like a few interesting sides. Like this library is massive. Like massive. Think huge. The biggest library possible. Oh yeah, and yeah, so this is the base for the library. We're going to have a nice like garden space out front, and then out back we might have like maybe 1 or 2 things, but like out front there's going to be like a nice garden. So this is going to be definitely a multi-stream situation, like multiple streams just to get this done. But yeah, I'm thinking we'll try and mirror the nice kept look around the outside, like that sort of thing. But yeah. Oh, there's a collectible. There's a fossil over here to dig up. There's something to dig here. Also, I'm realizing this lot is like centered there, but like the actual surrounding area is not centered, like in the slightest. Like there's more. Yeah, so law stuff. Yeah, I'm still working out some law stuff, but like for law purposes, this library has been in, shall we say, my family for a very long time. Very long time. This library has been around and in my family for. Okay. We need fancy windows. There's not really any massive fancy windows, are there? There's only these. Suppose I could do like castle estate situation. No, I'm thinking these from Romantic Garden. But then they're not that big on these windows, are they? That sucks. I'd need like massive windows, and I don't think they really are massive windows, are they? Because there's these, but I don't want those. So we might have to make this just a medium. And then it feels like that needs to then go down in size as well. Oh well, we'll work with what we have. I think we'll go like this sort of thing, and then yeah. Okay. So we have the window we want to use. Hold on. And that is going to be really annoying. Hold on. So if we... See, because I want the windows to fit perfectly on this thing. So it's either it needs to be bigger so the windows are centered. Yeah, I think bigger might be better. Because then 2, 4, 6... Yeah, okay, that's fun. That works. What about this way? 2, 4, 6... Yeah, that works that side as well. So that's perfect. We gotta have everything perfect, right? This is an old building and it's gonna be perfect. It has to be. It's on some high-ass foundations as well. Okay, I think we'll have like here. Like right there. And then right there. Yeah. Okay, let's see what doors we have to work with. Oh, we do also have 2 new kits that I've officially gone and bought. I've got the Artist Studio kit and the Comfy Gamer kit that I've just gotten a hold of today, so there is that too. But I don't know how much the gamer kit's going to be useful in this, like in the library. I know I want to have like an artist sort of area, like somewhere, like you can imagine the library probably is like hires these rooms out. I mean, there's that, but I don't really want to use that. And I can't use that because that's 3 wide and we need a 2 wide. And I can't use that. That's too small. That doesn't fit. That could be interesting, but no. That's too big, that's too big. That's the correct height. I suppose I could have it where we have that in the front. See, because I really... if I change the windows, we'll use... Hold on. Discover University. And then... Hold on, we'll have a look. Yeah, because then we have these windows that are... Or is it these ones that match? No, these are the same... It's the same fucking set, you idiot. Okay. Then these... should have a matching swatch for these. Could use the red. Like, that looks old, doesn't it? But then, what swatch to use? Maybe those? That one? And then these have the matching one for these here. We're gonna leave that plain though, I think. Hold on, there we go. Hold on, we need move objects on. There we go. And then we can... That should... Why is it... Okay, probably because of this. There we go. Have it like centered. There we go. That looks okay, but I don't like the door anymore. Hold on. Bro, wait, there we go. We can use the fancy one from Thingy. I just keep saying thingy. From thingy. Nothing else. Thingy. Stupid. Okay, hold on. I think this one's supposed to match, but I don't know. No, I think this one's supposed to match. Too bad. We're gonna have that one. Unless that one... No, because that's literally the same thing. Yeah, no. I suppose I could use those ones. No, I don't really want to use those ones though, do I? I think these are the ones that match. But then... it's fine. We'll use... I want to use these ones. These match. And also, it kind of makes sense for a library this size. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, it's this one. No, fuck off. Hold on. Let's try that shit again. There we go. And then, I suppose we should have a door there in the middle. Although, am I going to have a balcony up at the top here? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I should. Door right there. That doesn't look too bad, but no. Now we'll just have windows. Just windows. Nothing else. Okay, hold on. We need to work at the bottom windows. Yeah, cool. And then we can match the windows at the top. I don't know why I'm getting confused where it was, but it's fine. There we go. Oh right, and there is a third floor. I forgot about that for a moment. How many windows do you think we can fit? This build's just gonna be windows. Okay, how does that look? Yeah, it looks okay. Not great, not terrible. It looks fine. Okay, how does that actually look? Because I don't know. Probably should do some testing, but I don't know. You know, just delete the piece. We'll add a little walkway area. Hold on. We're absolutely using the castle estate kit. Like, obviously. What else would I use? I mean, I could use vampires, I suppose, but it doesn't really have the same effect, does it? Not really. So I'll just use castle estate, obviously. Of course. I don't know why I ever thought I had to justify the castle estate purchase. Because, you know, of course I'm gonna use the castle estate kit. Like, no questions asked about that. Like, it's brilliant. Actually, it would be helpful if I just decided, you know, to actually use the proper trick that I have. Hold on, there we go. Yeah, by holding down shift, I don't have to keep re-selecting something. But now it's going to cause an issue for me back here. Of course. Because it's not going to match up. So instead, we're just going to make it all match up. Also, don't mind me, I'm busy eating some cucumber slices. Suppose I could put one there, but it's not gonna go all the way up. Which is a little bit annoying, but you know, not much I can do about that. Because obviously, it's like, I mean, I don't know if it actually thingies. Hold on. Yeah, because that goes all the way up. But this won't, will it? No. Of course not. That would make everything too easy. Way too easy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, we'll just continue. There we go. Oh wait, I need two over here, not that. This one. There we go. And I think that's all the corners sorted then? Yes, that is all the corners sorted. Yee. Okay. I want something here, but I'm wondering if I just, I don't know, drag this out. And then we do a little something. Does that meet up? That does meet up. Okay. Shift C. Does that match up? Not quite. Almost, but not quite. Does that match up? A little bit better. Still not quite. Definitely creates an awkward thing, but you know, because then you can do that. And it creates a little lip there for the roof. Ta-da! It's a little dumb. I'm wondering, maybe I'll leave it and we'll come back to it and see if I still like it later. In the meantime, we shall do the little roof piece, the roof pieces. Go out there. Yeah, that looks okay. How do I like that? Do I like that? I don't know. Again, we will come back to it. Hold on, Shift C. Because, you know, we might as well cover it down a little. Make it match everywhere. Okay, and then we copy and don't mind me, just da da da. I am wondering, not exactly sure about this, hold on. Let's move this around here actually, because it makes more sense for it to be here than over here, you know. Anyway. See, the reason I'm doing it in like so many different pieces, which is a real pain, is because I don't know the layout here yet, but I do know for a fact this main area is going to have like, you can see down to the bottom floor, which means that there is definitely definitely going to be a lot of roof clipping if I have it all as like one single piece. Because for example, if I do that, right, so you can see the roof goes all the way in here, but then if you played The Sims you'll figure this out pretty quick. So if I do that, bam, would you look at that? So it does that, and then if I undo that and just do that again, it shows up because it counts it as like a separate room thing, right? Anyway, so I know for a fact I need to not do that. Make sure everything is like separate pieces, which is, yes, very painful and time consuming, but it makes it look better, so I have to, you know? Why is there, that would, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Hold on. I think just, honestly, B probably. No, not there. There. Does that match up? I don't know if that matches up. It might need to... We will see. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, hi. Yeah, so that needs to go up to about there. And then drag those in. Yeah, that definitely meets where it's supposed to. Very close to being perfect. I'm definitely not a perfectionist. Definitely not. Hold on, it's not that one, it's this one. There. Nope, not quite. There we go. Obviously that's gonna annoy me, but nothing I can do about that. There's no way I can fix it. So that's fine. Even though I really don't like that. It's fine. It's fine. Put that there. Just so we can fix this over here. Literally just doing that. Drag that in, because we don't need any, literally just to like patch up that little area there. It's fine. Okay. Move this over to here. Draw even more attention to that one little area. It's fine. Copy, rotate round, shall we? That doesn't thingy, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's all good. There we go. And it all matches up. Ta-da! Okay, then I need this little tiny piece. Just pop that there. And then pop that there. And then pop this here. And then rotate around and copy this. Bam! And we have a roof. For like only part of it, but still, we have a roof. Okay, then this we can use up here because it has the correct eaves, angles, something like that. Something like that. You know, I might do something more interesting. Hold on, let me just do that. And then that there. And then if I just, oops, don't do that, thank you. There we go. Do that. We can have a little like raised area there. Just like a little platform. Am I making this just a little more complicated? Just a little. But we'll see. Hold on. We'll try a few different things. So if I use this, hold on, actually, if I just do that and then drag it all the way along. Hold on. Let's actually make it look good, and then we'll have a little judge real quick, see what we like. Okay. Little room. I think the one, maybe two, and then move the walls. Maybe one more. Yeah, and then it like pops out. And then hold on, we just gotta remove the ceiling. Okay. Which side do we prefer? Which roofing do we prefer? The side with the like raised platform thing, or the other side? Like, which do we prefer? Left, of course left. One thing though, I could raise this. Hold on. So it's actually like flush with this. So then you can't see it, and then I can do a brain, come on. A half wall. I think I did that 3 or 4, so half walls would be, we'll do 4 quick. Okay, that's too high. That's just a little short. Oh, that is annoying. Because it's like very slight. Very slight. But 3 is clearly the correct height for it, so... I'm definitely not a perfectionist. How does that? Nope, needs a bit more. Like there. And then, hold on. Is that one? I don't know. Hold on. That doesn't add like any height whatsoever, but it's fine. You know, that actually doesn't look too bad just as is like that. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Copy and paste, let's go. There we go. We have a roof. Okay. And then I guess we could do the same on top, really. I don't see why not. Have like this roof piece here be like the center focal point of the library. Because why not? Okay, now I gotta remember what volume I had this at. Yeah, instead of muting, I just turned my mic all the way down. So hopefully that's the correct volume, and I'm not too loud all of a sudden. Is that the correct height? That is the correct height. Come on. There we go. Remove that wall, and then just head right on up and remove that ceiling. Sorted. There we go. That looks pretty good. Actually, yeah, let's do that. A little stupid, but it's fine. Let's do that. I don't know how much that just did, but we shall see. We shall see. There we go. How are we liking that? That looks pretty cute, actually. That does look pretty cute. That looks pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. I am wondering if we get a different door, though. Because that door doesn't feel like it's big enough, you know? I feel like we need something grand at the front here. Have just a castle door. You know what? I might. I might just put a whole ass castle door. If I can't find something else. Because, like, I'm definitely thinking that the one that was just there isn't quite the one I want, you know? But then I need to find one that matches the rest of the stuff. Yeah, you're welcome to come get lost anytime. Anytime, Kate. More than welcome. What if we do that? Okay, oh, I did not mean to do that. What if we just go with the castle door? Like, why not? It's a massive ass door, and I'm thinking like these doors specifically are just going to be open all the time, whereas in here is the actual, like, the door that gets locked, if that makes sense. Like, you know? Like, this is like an, almost like a foyer entryway sort of thing to the library. But, like, these are doors that actually get, like, these doors are closed, but unlocked. And then these ones are just always left open. Unless the library's, like, completely shut, and then those doors are closed. And that's how, from a distance, you could be, like, all the way down the road there, just happen to look over and you can see, ah, the doors are closed. Ah, that means the library's closed. You know? Like an easy way to tell, like, oh, the library's closed today. A little stupid. It's fine. Anyway, I know I want, like, up here to have, like, 2 different activity rooms. So, like, one activity room is, or maybe I'll have, like, one activity room down here and then, like, one up here. Because I know I want, like, an art room up here somewhere. Like a full art studio, because, you know, I gotta use the new kit that I got. The artist studio kit, I have to. I love putting art studios in places that there probably is no need for, but, you know, why not? Hold on, then... No, I feel like, actually no, up here makes sense, but I need something that has, okay, Discover University, no. Discover University has these shit doors. Like that does not look good. That, maybe? Like, hold on, I need some light in this place. I need some light. I need some stairs so I can work out where to put light. I don't know, we do Snowy Escape? Yeah, let's do Snowy Escape. Because I actually like the stairs from Snowy Escape. We'll have grand staircase like here-ish. Like there maybe. And then like, it's like, that could work, but I think I want a little bit more space, you know? So maybe like here. Here. And then pull that across. And then we need railings. Let's do where's the Snowy Escape? Snowy Escape doesn't have that nice railing, I must admit. Like, it's nice, but not the vibes. It's not the vibes we are wanting for this specific build. Honestly, the mega fence might work. But let's see. You know, that doesn't look too bad. But then again, I can't see shit at the moment because it's too dark. So we'll see in a moment. Okay. Yeah, see, that is what I was worried about here. So let's just do that. Because obviously we don't want it to thingy over here, but that is a little bit annoying, I must admit, because then we have to do that, and then it does the clipping thing, and I don't want it to do clipping thing. Ooh, wait, easy fix. Delete that bitch. There we go. Come here. Like that? Yeah, there we go. See? Much better, and then we don't have to worry about it clipping. Sorted. Yeah, but then this means I can remove the floor in this section, and then bam, we have this big cutout section over here. And then under here, we'll keep these stairs on like a thing, but then I want columns. I'm wondering which columns though. Hold on, you know what? We'll pick a color. We'll pick a color, and that way, dark brown. That way it filters everything out and I can look for a style that I want. So, nope, too simple. Nope. 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 Yeah, that could work. It is that one. I think that's more the correct color, so hold on. That one. It's a good style, but I think this is, I think that's the one that matches the railing I used. I think I can use either of those. Hold on. If we go upstairs real quick and just copy the railing I used, we can use it outside and we can see which one looks best. Oh, now that I'm seeing this railing, that doesn't look that good. Nope, I don't like that. Hold on, we're changing that. We are changing that, absolutely. Maybe this. Ooh, yes, we're using this. We're gonna use this side, this one. That is perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, and then, oh, I did like a full spin. I didn't want to do a full spin. I'm thinking we use maybe this one. Because like this feels too simple. That feels too simple. This one, and obviously it matches because it's from the same pack. So, you know. Can I eyedropper things? So there's a gap here and there, there, and then it should be about there and there. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct, except that one is over by 1. Did I not? Oh, because I did that by 2. Whoops. Not what I was meaning to do. My bad. There we go. So, there. That's that little thingy sorted. Then we can use probably the same thing like up here. Hold on. Just be like that. So it's like little columns. Little columns. I do need to work out how we get to the very top floor. I'm wondering. There is like this here. I think that's what I'll do. So it's like this massive ass section up here. So I think we will copy these. Of course. There we go. I'll do that. Do that thing. So stupid. I don't know if they were matching railings. No, because it only has the modern shit, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's gonna match the railings that I want. Okay, hold on. We can work this out. We can do this. We can work it out. First, let's get some stairs for the front of this place, because that's always a good idea. That is very tall stairs, but also, like, that kind of makes sense for a library, or at least, like, the library I'm thinking of. They have those, like, massive stairs, right? Now we can actually see what railing would look nice with this. Hold on, actually. Let's copy this and put it, I don't know, like here. Just so I can see, so we can see what railing looks nice. Hold on, let's dark brown. Okay, so we have some options. No, that's too simple. No. Just plain wood. That's it, plain wood. Okay, there is this one, so that might work. That's from the castle estate. No, that one's not it. There's that one. Honestly, I think the one... Which one was it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I think that might be best bet. Maybe? I don't know. That might be the best bet for inside, I think. Because I'm not going to find anything that actually matches the thing that I used. Because, of course, they only gave us the modern one from... Is it Get Together? Yeah, Get Together. So that's a little bit annoying, but not much I can do about that, sadly. I don't actually want rails here. And I'm not sure about that, but we shall see, Castle Estate kit, please. Okay, we have this, and we'll use that. That there, and that there. And then delete. Okie dokes. That works. I think we'll have this like separated. I'm thinking. Yes, we'll do that. That works. Was just finishing my cucumber, don't mind me. Um, yes, so I am rethinking this little bit here because no, see, because it does make sense for it to be there. And then, yeah, the archives, multiple, will be down here. Think like there's some really old scriptures. Scriptures. Not scriptures. I mean, probably scriptures, but like really old books, like first editions and like stuff like that, like is down here somewhere. I haven't decided where exactly, but we'll figure that out. So yeah, there's like the archives are down here. It's like the main library is all of this space, and then all the way up here is a special hidden area. Just obviously still full of books, but it's like just a little area, right? Just a little one. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave that as is over here. This will be like just a tiny little, I don't know, office space, break room. I don't I don't know what to put in this room. I know I want books along this wall though, so you know. Actually, you know what? It's probably a good idea to go and find the door that I'm wanting. There it is. We have the secret bookcase door. This would be a little bit easier and a little bit more fun, I think, if I had the what is the kit called? The Bella Goth kit, which is the Secret Sanctuary. However, I don't, so that's a shame, but that idea is gonna have to wait. I think this one. I'm gonna have one either side, and then the actual bookcase, wherever the fuck it is. I think it's in here. It's It's one of the lit up ones, this one here. But then, of course, it doesn't come in the exact same friggin' swatches, does it? No, because that would make everything too easy. That would make everything and that makes it extremely obvious. That is really annoying. Really annoying. Nah. I'm not gonna do that. I wanted to, but clearly we can't do that. So that's a shame. We'll do something else. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's just start down here and just start putting books everywhere, shall we? Just everywhere. Books absolutely everywhere. Okay, hold on, wait. We need to light this place up. Use that. Evening. You sorted out? There we go. There we go. This place is now officially properly lit up. Yep. There we go. Okay, now we can go around putting books everywhere, shall we? Books absolutely everywhere. Hold on, where is there? I'm gonna use this one from Discover University. Because why not? Plus also, it's like absolutely massive. And it fits the vibes, you know? So why not? We just have a lot of books. Probably not there, actually. Now I've got to work out orientation of the rooms. Hold on. Never mind. Back to this real quick. We are absolutely going for this archway right here, and we're putting it dead center of the room, shall we? Dead center of the room. Okay, hold on, actually. Archway or actual door? I think archway, actually. Though, I'm not sure. I'm debating it. We'll do that so they're literally like the same thing. It's like, yeah, they're overlapping, but it's fine. Not sure about that now, actually. Maybe if we move it over. And do something like that. It's like very awkwardly placed everywhere. This is like not quite what I was picturing. I mean, it is, but it isn't. could just have like everything over by one more. So then it's like literally just like straight through one. I don't know. I don't know. See, I want lots of books, but at the same time, there's clearly not space for lots of books. Which is a little bit annoying. Do I just make the place bigger? Like, I probably could. I could get away with that. I'll just literally do that. Do it literally by one section. See how that looks. If that's as much space as I would want then. No, because then that's too much space. Maybe like there and then like there. That gives the Sims enough space to get through the shelves. But like at the same time. How awkward does this look? Like that's what I want to know. How bad does this look? Because like that looks quite awkward. And I feel like there needs to be some desks around. So like I'm wondering now if maybe what I do is separate the windows. Like do that with the windows. We'll do this. We'll see. It does literally mean that it counts it as blocking the windows. So that is a slight shame, but... And then it means we can have this back to the size it was originally at. And we shall see. We shall see. Honestly, that probably looks a little bit better. Hold on. That. And then like that. That lets light back in. Because like you can see there, that's not... You know, there's like... It's not registering... Yeah. It's not noticing, taking notes of the fact that there is actually light coming through there. I'm great with English, I swear. There, and then do that. Because I could do that, and then have desks in the middle. And also, I'm kind of wondering if maybe we just really fill it up with books. Okay, hold on. We need to do that, and then that. Oops, shit. There we go. There we go. And then we could... See, now I'm just trying to, like... Desks everywhere, please. What desk should we even go with for, like, a library? Should we maybe just go with a table? Like... Honestly, this one from... Horse Ranch does sort of fit the vibe, but it's not quite right, you know? Maybe just... Plain old? No, I don't like plain old. There's no escape. I mean, I could. See, because you can't exactly put something that has drawers on it. I mean, like, in, like, the librarian area, yeah. Like, she gets a desk, or he gets a desk. But, like, in the main sort of, like, seating area, you don't want to put something that has, like, drawers. Because, like, that just feels a bit weird, you know? I just need to find the right one, you know? Maybe this one? Like one of those uncomfortable looking desks to sit at. This one I could maybe get away with. Let's see. Honestly, yeah, let's just do this one. And then I run into the issue where I don't see another option for like a smaller version of that. Suppose I could try this actually and have that like there. Actually, maybe like that, and then we'll just have this pushed more. Okay, we're trying something. We'll see if it looks good or works, but we're trying something. We'll see, cause like, hold on, if I tab it and go forward, like that's what the library looks so far. Looks like so far. So we'll have this as like the desk, right? So we'll probably have like 4 chairs at this desk, so people can work on like either side of it. Well, let's have a look. We've got like the full shelves, like the bookshelves, right? I'm thinking I might have it so there's maybe a random desk every now and then, like just a little desk for people to like sit at, right? So, or maybe like a couch or sofa somewhere. Like every now and then there's just like a random seating area popped in, so you don't have to sit at the desks if you don't want to. You can sit like somewhere else. We're gonna use these uncomfortable looking ones from Discover University, of course, unless there's something else that's more uncomfortable looking. Nope, does not appear so. These ones, yeah. Like that looks uncomfy. That looks uncomfy. And then bar stools for this one. There's these ones, but that looks like actual bar, like pub stools, not something you'd sit on at the library. I need to find like a version of that, but in like stool form. I suppose this one could work, but it's not going to be the right colors, is it? No, none of those. What about this? There's that, but again, not quite. You know what? Maybe Horse Ranch. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look that good either, though, does it? Not really. Maybe this one from For Rent. You know what? That doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look super comfy, but it does look okay. But yeah, there we go. There's like 2 seats there. Table there. And then... I'm wondering if maybe we try a different table. Hold on, let's actually have a look at the packs and see which, because like I know roughly all the tables, but I want stuff that has matching swatches, which is like an impossible task. Because like there's this, like these will probably have the same, these definitely have the same swatches, but like it's gonna be impossible to fit that in here unless I do something like that, which then just no, just no, right? Just no. So that's not it. How about City Living? Nope. Hold on. No, that's not quite the right vibes. Seasons? No, of course. Get Famous is a no. And then Living is, well, This table is a maybe for somewhere else. It's either that one or the one from laundry day. I'm definitely gonna use somewhere else. Yeah, see, there's obviously the one that I've got here, and like a nice big one to use somewhere else. Like I'll definitely have like a nice study spot somewhere. But yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Nope. I mean, there's this one, but I think how well does, I mean, it does have this as well, so actually maybe. Doesn't look great with, okay, that one does though. That one does. You know what? Fuck it, we're switching. We're switching. I feel like that would be so annoying to sit at though. Like with, oh shit, with the what is happening? Okay, I don't know what happened there, but let's try that again. There we go. Okay. And then go for the darker one. That looks a little bit better. Hold on. Move that a little bit closer. Not that close. Just a bit closer. But like, do you see what I mean? Like, that looks so uncomfortable. Like, that would be so annoying to sit at. You just have like that in the middle. Like, that's so annoying. I probably, no. It looks better, but like logistically in my brain that is not computing, so yeah, we're just gonna go with like mismatch. This furniture has been collected over time is what we're going with. I suppose I could, no, that's not, it's not gonna match, it's not gonna match, so we can't use it. It's just no. The ye old pub table. Yeah, I'm thinking like horse ranch or laundry day would be nice to use somewhere else in the building. Like definitely like the art room. I think I'm gonna have the art room up here, over here in this section. Anyway, okay. Living chairs. Oh, we can do little reading nooks now too with like little stack of pillows. No, okay. Something that looks comfy but not permanent per se. You could just literally go with Discover University. Like that does look the most like it makes sense. I don't know, like cream. Cream? This is not cream. This is like orange or like brown even. This is not cream. There we go. Okay, and I'm thinking we reuse that and literally just pop a little table over here. And then we'll literally have this like here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to like put something on here as if like they're using it as a table when they shouldn't be, you know. Okay, let's go back to this and flooring. I think I'm going to use this one because it's the snowy escape one and like it'll match the stairs over here. So hold on. We need the correct swatch. Is it this one? No, not quite. This one? Hold on. Is it that one? That doesn't look correct. No, that's definitely too light. That's too light as well. Okay, then it must be this one. Looks very slightly off, but, you know. Not much you can do with that. Anyway, okay. Yes, that is, this is custom content because I am appalled with the fact that we did not get a matching flooring for these stairs. So, of course, I went and got custom content off the flooring. So it all matches. Okay. Actually, this is another thing. Do we have it so the ground floor is stone flooring or like something else? Maybe like some sort of tile or stone or something? That's actually a good question because I don't know. Like, I'm thinking wood, but there's like a handful of libraries I can think of that use like something different. Not that. Absolutely not. I think it is stone that they use. Like a certain type of stone that like doesn't look absolutely fucking shit everywhere. No, because that just looks like castle flooring, and that no, that still doesn't look right. New. No. I think I might just have to go with wood. Because, like, that looks like it makes the most sense, but I'm definitely wondering if it's gonna end up looking too dark. Like, it might. I'm worried now. Okay, we'll move on. We'll just do the walls. We'll do the walls. I like doing the bottom floor. So whenever I do, like, obviously multi-level, I always have it so the bottom floor is like really grungy and really dirty. Like when I'm doing old stuff, right? Because like to me that just makes sense. Because like it's old, right? Like that makes sense. It's old. Oops, shit, there we go. Flip flap. There we go. I suppose I should also do all of these pieces so everything matches, right? Bro, let me... Did I paint that already? I guess I did. The amount that this place would cost is definitely ridiculous. I just want to make sure everywhere has been painted. There we go. And then. I suppose this one? Don't really want to use that on here though. This area gets scrubbed. It gets scrubbed regularly. I think I actually prefer it if it doesn't look like absolute garbage everywhere. You know? Like, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible either, you know? What is happening? Is it? Is that not? Yeah, it is, so... Just don't look good. Hold on. So that's the clean one, and then... Okay, yeah, that's the dirty one. Yeah, no. Yeah, that looks fine. Looks okay. Not great, but not terrible. It's fine. We're trusting the process at the moment. Okay, we're trusting it. We just have to trust it for the moment. It's not looking that good. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, inside we'll have it. This does look a little weird, but it's fine. We'll just have everything so it's all nice and clean, and then we'll do like actual wallpapers at some point. That wouldn't be stone, but we might as well just make everything match for the moment until we're done with what we need to. Flooring. Have that all match. I don't know if I like that actually. New. Actually it would probably help if I changed the roof color. That would probably help. Really old looking shingles. Those do not look old. These kinda do. Oh, now it's going through and doing all the roofing. I'm wondering, is this maybe a little too dark? Might be a little too dark. We'll see in a moment. Trust for a moment. Nope. How does that look? Not exactly sure about this. I mean, it looks okay. Not great, but it looks okay. Okay, let's, so there's that one and then there's this one. We'll do this. Okay, so Kate likes it at least. Okay, hold on. I think this goes, yeah, this goes to the bottom. This one goes to the top. Make everything look a little grandeur. There we go. I can't help it. I think maybe this one. How does that look over there? It's okay. I don't actually like that very much, no. Yes, so that is a good thing at least. If Kate will visit it, that's all that matters. As long as my bestie visits, that's all that matters. That might be a little much. Hold on. Let's try this one. No, that is definitely not it. How bad? I suppose it doesn't end up looking that bad, does it? We shall see, we shall see. See, because that looks very out of place. This, however, does not look out of place by doing that. That actually don't look bad at all. Like that don't look bad. I kind of like that. Using the exterior trim inside. Okay, I do think maybe this now needs to be a much darker slab. Like that. And then we need to change the wall trim to, I guess, the stone one. No, not that one. Yeah, that one looks okay. There we go. Yeah, okay, that doesn't look too bad now. Like, it looks okay. It looks fine. I am wondering if maybe I just do that to the section. How does that look? Does that look too light? That does look a little light, doesn't it? I suppose it doesn't look bad though. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Because obviously, like, this creates, what you call it? Brain. Brain not want to work. That's fine. It creates like a little effect thingy. So, you know. We shall see. See how much. Okay, I don't actually want that one. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just use this. Hold on. We'll try again. Hold on. Was it this one we used? Yeah, I think it was this one. Just make sure all the back pieces, you know, have trim. Because we don't want anything that looks like it's not finished. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I could do that, or we could have it so it's like, no, that don't look good. We'll do that, and then, yeah, I think I'll just, yeah, we'll do that. That looks okay. That looks fine. Although I am slightly wondering now if maybe, just maybe, we do a little piece together. Different pieces. Hold on. Do-do-do. And then, copy. Pop that. And then, there like that. And then, do that. Yeah, that looks fine, that looks fine. There we go. And then we have a little section at the back. And then we absolutely need windows. How bad does that look there? Because that's all awkward now, isn't it? And of course, it doesn't want to match up perfectly, and I hate that. I hate that it doesn't want to match up perfectly. So, of course, we're going to go through the effort of lining it up perfectly. There. Of course. We have to go through that effort. Everything has to be perfect. Okay, now I'm definitely thinking we need a... Oh, and because I went and did that, it's... Okay, I guess delete that from there. Delete that from there. How does that look? And then... No, because that then looks awkward, doesn't it? Hmm. That does create like an awkward situation there. You know what, we'll come back to that. We'll just hold on, we need to go down. There we go. Pop the grid up. There we go. Pop that there and that there and there. So then we should be able to just have a look and drag up. There we go. So that's not I don't like that exactly, but it looks okay. For what it is, it looks okay. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I just have to get over the fact I'm not gonna get this perfect. Even though I really want it to be perfect. It's fine. Just go with the flow. Okay, so that does look awkward there. We have to use a different one. Yeah, so that puts like there, but then we don't exactly... Does it shift? No. It's... Nope, it doesn't want to do that. Because then if I do that, it's gonna do that around the outside. Which is a little bit annoying. Little bit annoying. Suppose I could literally fix it just by doing this. And then this should... Of course not. Okay, hold on. We will block it by making it all separate pieces. And then if we do this, let's see if it stays, shall we? I think this one, and then this one. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that doesn't clip with there or anything, but then if I delete that, haha, it doesn't. Let's go. It is gonna be annoying with this. I think, does it still count it as? I mean, it didn't put it there, so I don't know. It counts as okay, that is really weird. It counts it as one room, but because I went through the 2 extra steps of just putting walls there for like a short period of time and then deleting them, it somehow doesn't clip or count that. So I don't know what that is, but also I need to save. It would be a great idea if I saved, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, there we go. We shall see, we shall see. Okay. So, now we need the flooring from down there. And the flooring needs to go in the same direction. What is the flooring downstairs? Direction of the flooring downstairs. Okay, that is the wrong way. So, yeah, that way. We shall do it this way. And then here, and here, and here, and here. Okay, everywhere has the same flooring. And I just remembered I need to put stairs somewhere to go down to this area. So that'll be interesting. Suppose could literally have it so it's like the back of the stairs. And there's just stairs down. Because then that will go, yeah, down to there. So, drag that back by 2, I guess. I don't know. And then control. Voila. Actually, let's move that. Okay, hold on. So that's there. That just doesn't want to intersect now. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, hold on. Control. Okay, so it works from down here, but it doesn't want to work from up here. It's a little bit annoying. Just a little bit. Just a little bit annoying. Just a little. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, I think if we do maybe that. Yeah, like that. And then not like that. So it's creating this very awkward area here. But I have an idea. Okay, so we have this. Art for the ages. These here like that. And then I suppose I guess I need these again. There we go. Okay. Okay, wait, one moment then. If I do that there instead, and then have it so these are the ones there instead. Because, you know, that for some reason that makes more sense. Having, like, these ones and going down to the archives, that makes more sense to me than having the wooden ones go down to the archives, you know? I think these are the ones that match out here. Yeah. But we'll just use the clean ones for inside. Because again, that makes sense. And then we need these, but in the clean version. Because again, it is inside. And that is really annoying that that doesn't match up there. Like, why? It's fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. I do think I want down here to be that height. Okay, now let's see if this... Nope, still doesn't want to. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Now it does. Easy peasy fix. And that is, yeah, that is all the way up. And then we'll copy and we'll do that. So it's like at the bottom of the stairs. Da da da. And then bam. Meets like the back of the stairs. So it's like perfect. And then we'll go back upstairs. I am wondering, do we use the clean version or the dirty version? Because, like, yeah, it makes sense. Everything's, like, whatnot. But at the same time, how much do you think they actually clean this place? Because I don't think they clean it that much. So, oops. The amount of times I've done that. I'm wondering now if maybe we do just use the dirty versions because that just makes sense. I don't know. I mean, like, the floors make sense. The floors are clean. That makes sense. But, like, the walls? How often do you think they actually clean the walls? Because, you know, I don't think they do. Like, that just doesn't feel like they do. Okay, does that all match up? Yeah, that all matches up. Cool, cool, cool. We'll do that. So, there we go. Brilliant. And then we just need big doors. Could use... No, I can't use that. Never mind. I was gonna be like, oh, I could use that, but no. No, clearly you can't. Massive door there. And massive door there. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Anyway, okay. We'll hop back up. I am wondering, do they continue the outside tile in here? Or do we go something fancy? No, definitely not that. Okay, see, because we could go, like, even lighter. No, that doesn't look that good. That's a shame. I feel like the walls though, the walls are clean to an extent. I do think these tiles down here though should be a little grimy. Because like, who cleans the archives? I doubt Colt cleans the archives, you know? Like, I don't think he does. I feel like he tries, but he doesn't clean the archives. Like maybe once every couple of years, shall we say. But like, yeah, no, I don't think he actually cleans it very often, you know? Anyway, there we go. So we have real dirty place down here. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's supposed to look like this. Okay. So then we need like actual lights, I think. Because like that is not very light, is it? Okay, and now I'm faced with the question, what lights do we use in the library? I mean, I suppose I could just use these. Like, these sorta make sense. Yeah, maybe not there and there, but, like, yeah. There and there makes sense. Then how dark is it on a night? Not bad, actually. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Curtains. Curtains for this place. We need curtains. Long curtains. Really long curtains. No, not those. No. Just my favorite go-to curtains. No, those don't look right. There does not appear to be curtains that I want to use. Because like my first thought is these, but they don't look good here. Because the window's too big, you know? Because like I could have it match up so it like snaps to the window, but then like it's not pulling on the floor like it's supposed to, right? So then I have to find one that actually matches, you know? Could use that. No, I don't want to use that. There's these, but again, that doesn't look right. And that doesn't look right either. I mean, logically speaking, a library probably has blinds. Like, probably, right? Do libraries have curtains? Like, do they have curtains? Do libraries even have curtains? I'm really confused. Do libraries... Hold on. Yeah, like, it depends on the library. That's what I'm thinking, but, like, I don't think I have any that, like, match, you know? Like, I don't have any that, like, fit the vibe. Because, I mean, that is a really nice curtain and definitely fits the vibe, but, like, if anything, these actually fit better. I mean, it's also the fact that it's from the correct pack, so, you know, it's bound to match, but, like, you know, just, I don't know. These don't really work, do they? I suppose we could just go pink or red, blue. Do we... Oops, shit. Not what I was meaning to do. My bad. Do we just do that and then Maybe pull the chair a little forward. Like that. Because I'm not exactly sure about that. You know? I'll leave it here and see how I feel later. We'll see, because like the roof situation over here, that grew on me quite quickly. So I don't know, maybe just leave it and see. We'll see. Oh, the paint splatter on the floor. I'll definitely be using that in the art studio area. But we need a nice rug for this area. A nice circle rug. There aren't many nice circle rugs. So I mean, there's this oval rug, which is the one that I've got on hand. But like, it doesn't quite fit here, does it? I suppose. Not terrible. What colors does this have? This is more of like a kid's rug, really. I feel like we just have like maybe a rug or two every now and then, just like in a few different spots. Okay, I think this is supposed to match this one, but I don't know which swatch would match. Because like that's that. I don't think there is one that matches the specific swatch I chose, because of course not. You know what? Let's use the werewolves one, because why not? We'll use the werewolves one. And then we'll just have it, like, I don't know, size down enough. That's a bit too small, no. No, that's too light. See, because it's like, it's the floor of the library. Anyone can come and sit here, so I feel like we need something dark. There we go. That looks okay. Obviously not great, but not terrible either, is that? I had an idea for a moment there, but I'm not sure about it, so hold on. I don't think it will work. Will it? No. Damn it. Because like some libraries have those rugs, those runners, down the different aisles. Like depending on the library you go to. It has like runners down the aisles, but I guess these aisles for one aren't big, so you know that's not gonna work. And number two, Sims isn't like real life where you can custom make something specifically for, like you can't exactly mix and match stuff that well. Like that. I guess that doesn't look too bad, but not really great either, is it? Like, eh. Maybe that one? I don't really know how I feel about that, actually. There isn't really a... I suppose there's that, but don't really like that one either, do I? Go with, like, black and whatnot. Maybe if there was, like, a different one. I don't think there really are many different ones for that, are there? I suppose there's that one, but no, I don't want that one. There's also this one, the lattice one. Hold on. I like that more actually than like this one over here. Not exactly sure about that though. Just like little bits and pieces. stupid. Okay. So, you've got that. And then there should be a longer version over here. Which we could have, like, run up and down the place. But, like, you see what I mean? You can't, like, place those two next to each other and be like, ooh, they match. Because, no, the pattern doesn't go the same way. So if I were to use, like, actual runners, it wouldn't exactly look right. There doesn't look too bad, but no. I think we'll just keep the runners, like, in the middle there. Like, that looks okay, I suppose. Not great, but not terrible. Okay, dokes. So, I think we'll officially deem that room as done. No, we can't deem it as done. We need to put clutter. we have to put clutter everywhere. Okay, so there's these. I want all. Show all from the book nook. Okay, please and thank you. This is like the best use of the book nook kit possible. Is that there? And then suppose we could have, hold on, firstly do that and then pop that there, so then I can work out there. And then I don't know which to use. We're not having beverages. As much as I would love to put this somewhere in the library. Yeah. As much as I would love to have this specific item because I do love it, as much as I would love to have that, we can't have drinks in the library. I don't want my books getting ruined, thank you very much. So, I don't know, like, maybe this? How big does that look on the stool? That looks massive on... Wait, there is one kit that has something that I can use for this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The open book. And I thought I wouldn't be able to use the comfy gamer kit. Okay, there we go. So we'll have that like there, so they can't sit on it for one, and then we'll have this here as well. Oh, the cute little dinosaur. Obviously we're using that one. Okay. Not what I was meaning to do. There we go. So we've got that there. And then, I don't know. We're not gonna use that or that. We could use... See, I'm now trying to figure out if I can use more than just the one book from the kit. Because, I mean, I can use this up in the art studio, like this, and then, like, some of the other stuff goes really well together, so, you know, I can do that. I am tempted to have, like, another little, like, sit-in spot over here. It's like a cute little one. Maybe. I'm debating it now. Maybe like this over here. Like that, and then... is it Snowy Escape that has that puff? Hold on. So, Comfort, and then it's Living Chairs, and then Snowy Escape. It was all the way back at the top. I wish there was an easier way to sort through all of this. Really wish there was an easier way. Okay, there's this one, and then I guess the blue, maybe? So it's like a cute little sitting area. No, we have to go a different color because that has blue and green, so maybe that one. It kind of looks fluffy as well, so like why not? But then I feel like there needs to be a little rug there somewhere. You know what? Let's make this a little kids reading corner even. Let's do a little kids reading corner. This is a little silly. It's a little silly. Okay, then just show all for like. Okay, there's wall decorations. Hold on. Now I gotta go back through and find that stuff again. Hold on. Book Nook and nope, not our studio. The Comfy Gamer. Okay, brilliant. Show all. Okay, we need some clutter that'll make sense. Some poor student has left their headset here. Along with a book. I'm wondering, hold on, so that's that one. Maybe I'll just go that one, that one. Yeah, that looks okay, I suppose. No, I don't want drinks in my library. I have to keep prefacing that. Although it could kind of look like just a little water bottle, like they stay hydrated. Damn, it is almost 1 AM actually. Okay, might actually leave it there then. I didn't realize it was getting that late. I'm used to streaming early. And to be fair, this is definitely bigger than the Sterf Manor, so this is gonna take a really long time, and especially if I'm wanting to clutter this place, so, you know, next week we'll be back to streaming. Yeah, 6 different streams for the Sterf Manor, and the last one was just all landscaping for the final stream for the Sterf Manor, and that was a 6-hour stream. That was a 6-hour stream of just landscaping. Like, oh, good lord. I was so exhausted after that. Anyway, let's save quick. Well, yeah, there is that. At least I'll get some content. But yeah. A lot of content, actually. Not just a bit, like a lot of content. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I guess that's it. Bye-bye, stream.